vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. And to Guru, and then to Gauranga, Panchatattva and Mahamantra. Om Agyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Anmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Mahabhadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvije Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So welcome to one and all, and I'm going to the gallery view so I can see who's here. So Narottam Nittai Prabhu is here, Paramananda Prabhu here, Rupanuga Prabhu, Radha Sundari, who we heard about but did not see, is here just now. Seva Rupa Devi Dasi and Leela Shakti Devi Dasi, Leela Moy Prabhu and Praneshwari Devi Dasi, our eternal host. Maybe that is also your eternal position. You are always looking after the devotees. I wonder, because Guru Maharaj and both Guru Maharaj and Gurudev did give us indication of how that we will recognize each other when we go home. I wonder how we'll recognize each other in a few years, days, moments, time. Hare Krishna. Aha. So this is why you are always looking after us, because your hidden form is this. And our family, how is it, and it is a fact, we find this, that we somehow or another instinctively recognize our family of devotees, even though we may meet them somewhere and we're introduced, we go somewhere and we're introduced like 4 or 5 devotees or 4 or 5 people, but our family of devotees, we instinctively recognize, oh, you must be a disciple of Gurudev, Guru Maharaj, or in our line, a disciple like that. So something is underground, our hearts can say. And ultimately, what are our hearts yearning for? To be at home. When the family is at home, then that is the best place for everybody. Hare Krishna, and I saw a brief glimpse of Amiya Sindhu Prabhu. Oh, he's been spotlighted too. Amiya Sindhu Prabhu, you are now spotlighted. Not by me, my hands are not on the keyboard. Oh, you're okay, by Praneshwari's mental control of her computer. You see the subtle powers of the devotees. So, so you're in Navadvip, you're in Chaitanya Sāraswat Maṭh.
Yes,
Prabhu.
yes. We are joining the Western Devotee program.
Okay, well, wonderful.
Yes.
So 9 a.m. every morning, which it is, oh, it's now 7:40.
7:30 here.
Yeah, 7:30.
7:40, yes.
Yeah. So every morning at 9 a.m., established by Gurudev, like we established by Gurudev. Gurudev said to them, because the Bengali programs are going on, but he established a morning program for the Western devotees. And it wasn't always English. It was English, okay, mainly because that was the common language, you can say. It is the world language. Though the Chinese would like it to be Chinese, Russians would like it to be Russian, Spanish would like it to be Spanish, no doubt, but still the English was the principal language that was given in the morning class, but also Russian morning class, Spanish morning class. And I don't think there was ever an exclusive Chinese only class there, but the Chinese would stay in a little group and they would hear one person quietly, simultaneously translating. the forerunners for Praneshwari's simultaneous translation service also in that she's doing in Spanish. But this exactly where Amir Sindhu Prabhu is sitting now, and this is where we'd have the class each morning, established by Srila Gurudev, and Gurudev himself coming time to time to give the class, but Srila Gurudev coming and often standing at the base as he's walking around, because that time, between 9 and 10 would be a very common time for Gurudev to be walking around the temple and seeing the service that's taking place. And so Gurudev would stand there and hear what was taking place, and sometimes we would kind of engage Gurudev in some informal talk, because everything in our devotee life in Navadip was quite actually informal, but not without guidelines. In other words, not that the ladies don't wear saris, not that the men don't wear dhotis. And you can make your line wherever you like about what is formal and informal, but there was a natural family code, but it wasn't like we are having to follow strict formalities in one sense. In fact, it was the happy family progress every day. Okay, well, there you are. Please tell us, Amir Sindhu Prabhu, you are in Navadip. We'd love to hear a touch of Navadip firsthand and live. Means we're hearing immediately. We are coming to sit with you and to hear something. So over to you, Prabhu.
Dandavat Maharaj. Well, I don't have anything. Can I make it like this? No, better. I don't have anything.
Yeah, this is better. Yeah.
I don't have anything special to say, but we just wanted to join because there's already quite a big group of devotees in Mayapur, and we wanted to join the program. So we wanted to come like on a few motorbikes and surprise you with a big group here, but not everybody could come this time. So just we have this idea that sometimes we can join the Back to Bhakta Basics from Navadvip. And it's a rainy day here, already rain coming time to time, but still quite hot. Vrindavan is very hot. Devotees are suffering there from the heat. But Mayapur, Navadvip is very nice weather, not so cold, not so hot, and we swim a lot in the rivers here, and life is going on. We have Bimal Kanti also from Russia, also visiting Navadvip. Then maybe he can go to Vrindavan after. So maybe he can help do puja there in Govardhan. And just life goes on. Uma Didi is going to Nepal for her visa in a few days. I don't know, Maharaj. I'm a little bit not prepared to say something devotional, but just we wanted to join.
When is the last time you went to Chaitanya Sāraswat Maṭh? When's the last time that you were there?
I haven't been here a while. I came here recently when Bimal came. When Bimal came, so I came and joined him, or came to visit him. So he's staying here now, and yeah, everything goes well here. Everything goes fine, and devotees also calling me time to time. I'm coming to see Gopal sometimes, Nitya Gopal. So he's a very good devotee here and always keeping us updated how everything goes. And
just point the camera to the ceiling.
Ceiling?
Yeah, I just want to see. I just want to see how clean is the ceiling.
Let's see.
Well, looking good. Looking good. Yeah.
Well, when big parikrama is coming, then devotees coming, cleaning everything here, and devotees maintaining here everything nicely. As always, you can see the senior ladies cleaning everything, and devotees making garlands, and of course everything needs maintenance. Like these old buildings, cement is time to time falling down, but devotees repairing here, and maybe we can repair more as well later.
And we can see there actually the lotuses means the leaves that we were mentioning just before about the backdrop behind Praneshwari, where Tulsi is there, the Tulsi Manch, and there is an empty moat. But here we can see that now there are lotuses growing, and we don't see any lotus flowers, but obviously there are flowers. Oh, is there a lotus flower there? No, maybe not. But these are lotus leaves.
They're closed.
Oh, look, yes, the lotus flowers are there, Jai. So successfully, you see, with service dedication, then devotees have grown lotuses around Tulsi Devi there. Ah, very wonderful. And Tulsi is looking quite well, quite big, and lots of Tulsis around the main Tulsi on the ground, I saw, Tulsi pots. Jai. Beautiful.
Flags are there.
Yes, the flags are there.
We'll see Srila Gurudev now.
And now the song board is not on the floor, and the song board is attached to the pillar. Okay, very good. And Guru Maharaj's songs on his pillars. And here's Gurudev. So for any of you don't know, Dana just joined us, and she may not know that we are in Navadip, the window of Amiya Sindhu Prabhu here. And this, we are in Chaitanya Sāraswat Maṭh in Navadip. And this is the Samadhi, the actual Samadhi of Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktisandha Govindadev Goswami Maharaj, and his Murti, his deity form, which is directly above where his body is, his holy body is seated. And in the Samadhis, the bodies are seated, they're not lying flat, and seated facing in the direction that we're seeing too. So this is Gurudev's Samadhi and Guru Maharaj's Samadhi. Now you can see the arches on the right. And inside here we'll come to, so the doors are closed, it seems. Must be some...
No, only...
Oh, the door's open, but okay, so we'll come through the grill. Okay, understand. And here is Guru Maharaj's Murti, again, at his actual Samadhi, and Guru Maharaj also seated, facing the same way, but of course deep below. And beside Guru Maharaj is the Mahaprabhu who comes out, the Vijay Vigraha of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that this Mahaprabhu comes out for boating pastimes on Govinda Kund, and at different times, the times of Chandan Yatra, especially, and other times in the year. Then Mahaprabhu comes out on the boat, goes around Giriraj in Govinda Kund, which is just opposite the temple, and then comes into the temple, accompanying Giriraj, who stays there throughout the year in the temple in the center of Govinda Kund. So this is Mahaprabhu, and here's Guru Maharaj, and to the right of, when we're looking at Guru Maharaj, to the right, then you will see, if you can move the camera a little bit, you see also that Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's small murti is there, but you can't see here. It's on the right wall, Amir Sindhu Prabhu. I don't know if you can move the camera so we can look to the further right.
Is it right for me?
Yes, right for you. On the right wall, to the right of the door, there's an alcove with Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's murti. Okay, we can't see.
Maybe not anymore.
No, it must be there. Anyhow, we can't see, but there is a little place where the Guru Maharaj.
I can see Srila Gurudev picture here. This is
okay.
Srila Gurudev picture, and there's all the puja things. But in here is the very nice photo of Srila Guru Maharaj. But Saraswati Thakur I don't see here yet. Maybe later.
He may be hiding behind the door. Okay, anyhow.
Yeah.
We are very happy to see you there. So we are in Śrī Chaitanya Sāraswat Maṭh, and Amir Sindhu Prabhu has come there, and he's in front of Srila Guru Maharaj's Samadhi, where every morning we would have a morning class, mainly in English, and but in different languages at different times for the prominent number of devotees who would be there. And so, oh look, the book display. You see, it's being looked after. This display we made. Oh, the same banner, my goodness. So anyhow, we are happy to see that things are going on. Oh yes, in behind. And can we see? Okay, yes, you continue, and then I can put in some requests.
Maharaj, you tell me what would you like to see? Yadu Gopal Prabhu is here.
Okay, we give our obeisance to all the devotees here, there, and everywhere that you come by. But I wanted to see the flowers between the Samadhi Mandir of Guru Maharaj and the temple.
Yes, Maṭh Maharaj.
Oh, Jadu Gopal Prabhu. Come on, Acharya Bhavan.
Many years I cannot see you.
But I can see you now, and you can see me now. You look just the same. Nava Yogana. Oh. Dandavat Prabhu. Very happily seeing you.
Okay, Maharaj. Now he can hear you.
Oh, okay. You couldn't hear me, Prabhu. I was giving my dandavat and saying many years, but you look exactly the same.
Yeah. Okay. I also. I am very sorry, Maharaj. I cannot see you many years. Nan, how are you?
But today we are seeing each other, and time is a difficult thing because much time can suddenly disappear when we meet again. And so here we are meeting. Yes, Prabhu,
okay.
All is going on, and I am happy to see you today.
I am also happy to see you.
Dandavat Prabhu. Jai Gurudev, Jai Guru Maharaj. So, Amir Sindhu Prabhu, can you show the plants between the Samadhi Mandir and the main temple?
Plants between the Samadhi Mandir.
Just where you are, almost. Don't.
Oh, wait.
Guru Maharaj's Samadhi Mandir and the main temple. No. That's behind the Samadhi Mandir. Between the two.
Okay. Yes, now I understand.
Ah, yes. Look how nice. These are the original flower plants that were in the garden when. This is behind the temple. No,
this is between, Maharaj. Look, this is the donor sign. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there's now a jackfruit tree there also, but the small plants, the flowers, they're the same plants that were in the area, the garden. There was a flower garden before Guru Maharaj's Samadhi. Yes, these. There was a flower garden before Srila Guru Maharaj Samadhi came. And that those flowers were serving the deities for many years. And Gurudev, with his ever consciousness about every living entity in the Dham, then he first had the devotees remove those flowers with the roots, and he marked out where to put those flowers so that they will continue their service. And the Nat Mandir, there is also this kind of flower growing on the front of the Nat Mandir, between the Nat Mandir, this corner. There's an arch. Yes, look up now. Look up now. Stop, stop, stop. Look up now. Yes, okay, okay. So it's all covered nicely. Gurudev would look at this and he'll be very happy to see that these plants are still doing their service there. Beautiful. All right, we're in
This jackfruit, Maharaj, must be original also because it have the border around it. So it must be also one of that plants must have been a jackfruit.
No, that's come later. They were all those little white flowers, the jasmine flowers. Okay, anyhow, dear devotees, we're in Chaitanya Sāraswat Maṭh, and really the very basis of our devotional life, it is originating from Chaitanya Sāraswat Maṭh. The basis, the growth, the fruit, everything of Krishna consciousness has come from here, from the divine presence and from the divine heart of Srila Guru Maharaj and Srila Gurudev. And so we are unexpectedly and very happily having a little pilgrimage today of Chaitanya Sāraswat Maṭh. As Guru Maharaj said, the origin of our good fortune. And this is the kitchen.
Yes, this is the kitchen.
You see, it's at this kind of height. It's at like chest height. So that when the flood comes in, the cooking can continue with the minimum disruption.
Let's see if Gurudev veranda is open. Maybe we can come to see Srila Gurudev veranda.
And you can just stop at this tree. This tree.
Kalpa Vriksha tree?
Yes, Gurudev told directly that this is a Kalpa Vriksha, a wish-fulfilling tree. And Gurudev said, you must be very careful what you think under this tree. So really, and Gurudev said it very seriously too. And you see that under the trees, not often there's a sitting place, but this has the opposite. Under this tree, what would be a flat sitting place, instead it's pointed so that people cannot sit under the tree. And by the way, Gurudev did not like that devotees will sit in those sitting places and talk anything except Hare Katha. He didn't like it to be just a chatting place, but he liked it to be a Hare Katha place. And that
I have many stories about this tree also that confirming that this tree is very much Kalpa Vriksha. And here's everything you're thinking. Every time I'm thinking something wrong, not every time, but once I was walking by and I was thinking, oh, does this tree actually can hear me? And then suddenly this big fruit fall down and it was like big boom. Then I understand, then this is a conscious, like wish fulfilling tree. And then that was in my first, maybe not first, like second visit to Navadvip. And Ratnakar, my son, he was very young back then. He was like few months only. So I had a very new brand new computer with me, and I was doing some project on it. And then Ratnakar, he peed on it. So it stopped working. So then, but I needed to do something very much. So I went and I was thinking, oh, this is a full wish fulfilling tree. Maybe I can ask. So I went and I asked, please, can you make my computer work? Because I have some service project I need to finish. Avadut Maharaj will be angry with me. And I went back and computer was working. And I finished that thing. And after I finished that thing, computer stopped working and nobody could fix it ever again. Sorry for.
I have to apologize to Ratnakara Prabhu that his pastimes when he was very young are being now embarrassingly brought to light. But I do remember that also. I do remember that incident.
He's used to me telling this story. I told it like maybe a million times, but I'm very sorry to interrupt Maharaj.
No problem. But that fruit that Amir Singh Prabhu mentioning is dropping from the tree, it's called a chalta, and it is very solid. It's not very big. Well, no, not this size, but very solid. And so they drop down, and it has layer after layer. If you take off the one layer, there's another layer, and it's utilized for the Lord's service, for making chutney in the Lord's service. It's not a fruit that you can sit and eat like that. It needs to be cooked. Anyhow, this is right Gurudev's house, which is called Acharya Bhavan. And is it open or not open, Prabhu?
Maharaj, first I want to tell one story. Once I went to Vrindavan and Govardhan, and we came to Radhakund, and everybody was saying, "Oh, you can see very rare darshan of Radhakund," because that time it was super hot and all water melted, all water like evaporated. So you could see the very, very bottom of Radhakund, and and the old Radhakund this structure was there, and lots of mud and lots of turtles in that mud. So almost no water was there. So you could see like Radhakund, but without water, like unusual darshan, they would say. So I'm actually surprised, but I didn't plan to do this, but this will be very unusual darshan of Srila Gurudev's veranda also, because they're doing repairings here now. And it looks actually super scary, but they will do it nicely. They did it for Guru Maharaj. It was fine. So this is Srila Gurudev veranda now.
Okay, but it's work in progress. So again, the maintenance takes place. Jai. Okay.
Okay, well, still we have to go down.
Very happy because it needed it actually.
Yes, yes, because this is what I was saying, because the cement technique is a little bit like old style, so it absorbs water, and when it absorbs water, it stops falling in pieces on furniture and breaking things, and everything is not looking nice.
Yeah.
So you need to change that external layer, and they will make it nicely. They did for Guru Maharaj very nicely, so it will be like that here also.
Okay. Jai Srila Gurudev's Bhajan Kuti Shri Acharya Bhavan Ki Jai. Now this that you're seeing now, this was the original darshan area, just this small area here.
No, this is the kitchen, Maharaj. This is the kitchen.
Is the kitchen, but was the original darshan area. And this was Gurudev's bedroom, and there was a wall here. Originally.
Yes, this is behind Srila Gurudev armchair. This is his bedroom.
Okay. All
yes,
right.
then we can
go on. Prabhu, one request more. Please do come in front of the deities and see if we can have darshan of the deities, and then we'll continue breathing in the air of Navadip Dham. Because especially with the rain, we see it's wet. And there's the well we just saw.
Yes, this well is still here. Ratnakar can give us some water. No, well, this was the well, right? It's not, it was here just like a few months ago, but recently they took it out. But maybe in repairing also. Anyway, the pump is not there, but the well is here.
And there'll be an electric, now everything runs on electricity. So instead of getting natural exercise, pumping water, now we press a button. So we can understand the electricity is more reliable in Navadip now, because otherwise many times we rely on the hand pump. And this well is Ganges water, as Guru Maharaj declared, and Gurudev also happily, repeatedly telling us this well is Ganges water. Guru Maharaj said it is. And these are the rice huts here with the pointed roofs here for storing the rice. After it's threshed and before it's made into white rice. So I mean, the rice is there, but it's not yet ready for cooking.
Now we'll try to go and see the deities.
Yes.
Because there was a class going on. I didn't want to.
Oh yes, please don't disturb any class.
But maybe now the class is complete now. Now is, I think, prasadam time.
And I'm sure, well, I'm not sure, but probably it's muri, yogurt, and gur, and maybe a banana.
Must be. Okay, maybe I'm not supposed to go on this altar, so I'll show you from far.
Okay. Yes, don't disturb. You do what is the etiquette there. Jai Saparika, Shishi Guru Gauranga, Gandhava Govinda Sundar Juki, Jai. And in Zoom, are you able to zoom the picture?
Yes, Maharaj, I will try. This is for service. I'm doing.
Śrī Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Śrī Advaita Gara, Jai Saparika, Shishi Guru Gauranga, Gandhava Govinda Sundar Juki, Jai. All right, beautiful. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
I better go. This is a little bit too much high for me.
And in the Nat Mandir, Jai. And just before you go in, or you're already in, you could show us the iron above the grill, above the entrance there, but show from outside, because from here it's written, oh no, it's written both ways, yeah. And then you see it says in Bengali, it says Śrī Bhakti.
From inside, actually better, yes.
Yeah. It's written twice, one way round and one is the other way round. There are two lines. Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta.
Yes, correct.
Shravan Sadan, it is written there, which means the place to hear the message of Bhakti Siddhanta, and Guru Maharaj saying the message of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. This is for hearing that message, not for people to come and talk anything or give their own ideas, but we are coming to hear only this pure message of Bhakti Siddhanta, to hear about the science of devotional, the truth of devotion. And
Maharaj, let's point up a little bit more and see that verse by Śrī Saraswati Thakur.
No, up here you'll see
outside.
The parampara. Let's see the parampara. Okay.
Well, I think.
Yes, let's see the parampara. Jai. Jai Shri Rupanuga Guru Vaga Ki Jai.
I love that they have garlands. It's
And
still
they
continuous.
have the prasadam garlands from the deities. So every day they're making garlands, as you know, for the deities, and the prasadam garlands are taken to the parampara, and then who is giving the class in the temple in the morning and in the afternoon and in the evening 3 times a day? then whoever's giving class, they bring one of those garlands, because they start to accumulate, they bring a garland there from the deities, which has come to the guru, which has now come to the reader of the, whether it's Chaitanya Bhagavat, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, but to the reader. This is the custom. And the custom too is that the Tulsi, there's a Tulsi which we don't see outside just now, but Tulsi is there during the puja to the deities. And this Tulsi, she's brought down into the Nat Mandir. Oh, there's Tulsi Devi there. So she is brought, and she's got her skirt on now too. So she's just been brought back at the end of the class. She's been brought back up to Krishna. So this is the tradition, that the speaker is garlanded with Prasad Mala, and the Tulsi Devi is brought down there too, and that they're taking a flower and just doing a very simple offering to the book before reading the scripture. So this etiquette, it is very beautiful etiquette, and in the temples we can try to follow that. All the temples, they are satellites of Chaitanya Sāraswat Maṭh. Our gold standard is given here. Yes, Amir Sindhu Prabhu. So at the front of the temple, let us see the diorama, the living diorama and the living shloka, adapted from Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's composition, adapted with the permission of Guru Maharaj, in consulting with Guru Maharaj, by Gurudev, for clarity, so that there's no misunderstanding, no possibility of misunderstanding. There. And Gurudev will be very happy to see. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Mattala Harijana Kirtana Range, Pujala Ragapata Gaurava Bange. Is the long line at the bottom. And above that it says Śrī Chaitanya Sāraswat Maṭh. And that plaque, the square plaque or the oblong plaque, has been there long, long time. But it was an empty wall. It's this empty wall that Gurudev, he first wanted the artist who was coming to do the decoration part of Guru Maharaj's Samadhi. This is back in so this would be 1988. Oh no, 1988. So 1989. So this time, because the Samadhi was being built, and then Gurudev, of course, you've got to have the Samadhi there before you can put the artwork there. So actually, we were in Puri, and about this time, because Rath Yatra is coming up, and Gurudev is always thinking about the seva and everything, and he saw in Puri a very nice Konak chakra, the wheel, very famous wheels on the stone temple in Konak, a temple to the sun god. And he saw very nicely made, and then he asked Purnananda to search for the artist and see if that artist can come to Navadip. And then Gurudev gave that diorama we just saw as his kind of testing ground, that he'll be able to do nicely there. Oh, so you're going to the brahmachari quarters? Oh, oh no, you're going to the roof. Okay. We have slept here many a night, dear devotees, in the veranda with a mosquito net, I have to say. One luxury we did have was a mosquito net. I do admit it. But that luxury was given to us by Gurudev. Jai, the domes of Śrī Chaitanya Sāraswat Maṭh. We can't hear you. We cannot hear you, Amir Sindhu Prabhu. Your microphone is off.
Oh, I was muted. Okay.
Yeah.
So, somebody told me that in this room, like above Nath Mandir, they say Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada stayed here. I don't think so, right? Because maybe
that, Prabhu, that
Nath Mandir was not here.
Prabhu, that was not a room. That what you see now was a veranda. It was just a shaded area. And to the left, don't go further in. Come back. To the left, on the higher part. Yes. No, not the very left where the stairs are. Yes, to the left on that higher part. That is a small room, and that's where Gurudev stayed, and Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, then he made a prayer to Guru Maharaj that I want to stay as close to you as possible. And he said that room where Gorendu Brahmacharya, where Govinda Maharaj, where he's probably said Govinda Maharaj, yes, at that time, where Govinda Maharaj is staying, I will be happy to stay there. And Gurudev gave his bed, and Gurudev slept on the floor in that little tiny room there.
Wow.
And where this kind of not very nice looking square, that grill and the door, that was a sweet little veranda where you could have the wooden chairs and sit there in the shade. But, it's been made into a room, always needs some accommodation. Oh, well, the door's open. Okay, this room, yes.
Tiny. Just
Tiny.
one bed can fit in, that's it. And this is not a regular bed. This is like a half bed.
Yeah.
This is not a regular bed.
Yeah. And very hot in the daytime.
This is the Western Devotees building, also known as Mahananda office. It's also being repaired.
And by the way, the office has been in almost every room of that building at different times, but for different reasons, but practically every room has been the office. And then as things expanded in the the early 2000s, really, that's when the office moved to the middle floor and essentially took the biggest room. And previously it took the smallest room. Jai. Okay, Prabhu, thank you very much. But now you can just point to Srila Guru Maharaj's Bhajan put here too. At least we can see from outside. Yes, Jai. Jai Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rock Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. And this dark windows were put there just in the summer before Guru Maharaj passed away in August of 88, but the summer of 87, then before the summer or the beginning of the summer, then Guru Maharaj said, okay, you can give air conditioning. But before that, he wouldn't accept air conditioning. He said, what will they say about me? Oh, Sridhar Maharaj, now so many Westerners are coming and he's enjoying with air conditioning. But his health really was difficult in that last couple of years, especially. And he said, okay, as you wish you do. And so that's how the black windows are there. And this veranda, the veranda left side there with the arch, like semi-arch things, that's the first veranda that Guru Maharaj would give darshans in when there are lots of people. And very often you see the videos of Guru Maharaj, and he's sitting on the other veranda, the veranda which is now behind the black glass. Yes, over there. And the trees are still there. Those trees can tell many stories. And there's a flag above Guru Maharaj's house there, I saw too. Good. Well, dear devotees, we are seeing, we are visiting live, and really it's quite mystic we can do so, to Navadip, and then we can see the mango tree, the tamal tree behind it, the Devdaru trees. These are the trees that are right here. And then Govinda Kund we can see with the water quite low.
Yes.
And just we can see the side of the temple of Giriraj in the center of Govinda Kund. This roof, by the way, this roof is weak now. Gurudev told at that time, this roof must be weak. So I expect those who are managing the temple are aware of that. Okay, Prabhu, so let us come and sit down together. We've been walking around so much. So
one last question, Prabhu, Yasindu Prabhu, the book room.
Yes.
Is it still open? Is it still functioning?
You mean the ground floor?
Book room. Yeah.
Room.
Yes.
In West Devotees building.
Yes.
Yes. It is still a place where they keep the books, and sometimes if you want some big quantity of books, you can take from there. And also lots of books in the Centenary Building Museum over there. So still that place is functioning like for preaching and for books. Okay. And here's like more like a storage, but it looks like a book room also. If you enter, it's all nicely like displayed there, so you still see the shelves with books, and behind those shelves are boxes with books. So yes, it is still a book room.
Yeah.
And by the way, I would just like to say too that on Facebook we do have several devotees who are giving obeisances, sending messages too. So I can see Nirupama and Kat from Australia, and Kate Kulish, and Kitty Kadamba are watching you. So Kate and Kitty are watching. Rupa Vilas Prabhu from the Philippines. We miss you, Rupa Vilas Prabhu, our Dandavats, of course. And Air Chandan Kumar coming to offer, how long I will have to suffer? Well, chant Hare Krishna, keep with the devotees, make that suffering as short as possible. And Gaurangi Devidasi sending her obeisances and Haribol. And SCS Navadip, my special home and hearts. Yes. We don't want to be sentimental, but Guru Maharaj said so much about Chaitanya Sāraswat Maṭh. It is the source of our fortune, not only now, but forever, Guru Maharaj told. And what has come from Chaitanya Sāraswat Maṭh is everything which is our life and soul in Krishna consciousness today. Hare Krishna. And Rupa Vilas were commenting about the Kalpavriksha tree. Oh, and he's wishing he could serve you all. So he's making this wish that he can serve you all in this lifetime. So he was making that wish when the camera was under the tree. Aha, Rupa Vilas, very intelligent devotee. And Gaurangi Didi giving more appreciation. Nice Saver Amiya Sindhu Prabhu, all glories to Srila Gurudev, yes. And Tunga Rasa Didi giving her obeisances. And Navadip Dham Ki Jai. And lots more and more Jais. So really, by one person being there, then we're able to have some special connection. This is the proper use of internet and
technology
facilities. Oh, giving obeisances. And now we're back at the Samadhi of Srila Guru Maharaj and the marble on the front. Wonderful. Well, I'm almost exhausted after going around Chaitanya Sāraswat Maṭh.
Special dandavat from Indupati also in the Philippines, Maharaj.
Jai, Indupati Prabhu, wonderful. And Jagamohini Devi Dasi giving dandavats, Jagamohini Devi. She also must be super nourished to see Navadip Dham. It's the home of the heart of us all who've been there, but it's the home of the heart of us all. This is our spiritual home for all of the family, actually. Anyhow, we can be seated for just a few minutes and we can ask. I've been kind of talking away as we're going through this, but we can ask you, or maybe there are questions already. I see there's some in the chat. Oh, the chat box on Zoom is Dhananjaya Prabhu giving obeisances, and Dana Krishna, Hare Krishna, thank you. Yes, Dana K. Dana, this may be the first time you've been on a tour of our central mat, the home of our spiritual life, where Guru Maharaj and Gurudev gave what has not been given before in this world also. Their presentation to the world, from here, the wave of Krishna consciousness that has come around the world. This is the source of that tsunami, the beginning, origin of the tsunami, which has reached the whole world. Hare Krishna. And there the ladies are sheltering from the rain and making garlands, eternal savor of garland making. And the veranda upstairs above them, many times we also slept there, that veranda. Actually, we slept in many places around the temple. Because remember, many of the buildings, they were not there when we first came to Chaitanya Sāraswat Maṭh. And when I first came in 1982, this, what is the Westerners' guest house, I mean, none of this was here. And the ground floor only, this was just bricks. It was just very roughly, the ground floor had a roof on it, which is now the floor of the next floor. And where we first stayed, this little place, the long building on the right there, that's where we stayed. It was just a wall with a corrugated iron roof on the top. And many of us in there, maybe 20 of us inside there. Right, Ami Sindhu, I see your finger pointing, but your microphone's off as well. So your microphone. Yeah. So now we're on Parikrama around Gurudev's Samadhi. And this is the Eastern guest house, which was not here. Nothing was here. All this was jungle and a nice place for the mosquitoes to breed. Many mosquitoes in that time. This is all jungle. The Bengali workers.
Yes, this one Bengali is working very hard. There's very few Bengali workers, like devotees, who are doing service for a few years. He's one of them. He's doing a lot.
Here's the book room.
What's the notice there? Oh, rules of the temple. Yes, very good. And here, rules of the temple, also sometimes this exact same place, we would put up a savor opportunities with a big sign, savor opportunities, and then columns for what savor needed to be done. And you could put you could literally sign up for your savor like that. We'd have savor opportunities here. And there's a notice board on the right. There was a notice board on the right. Beside, to the right of the door is still there. No, the door that goes upstairs. There's a notice board to the right of the door. No. But you can see where it was. Maybe not.
With the train schedules.
They're doing repairs now, so probably it'll come back. But that notice board would have notices such as left shoes walk, right shoes too when left. Various notices like this and quotations and things. Yes, but yes, as you see, it's under renovation. So it's looking a little rough, but it's under renovation. So when we are taking bath, we cannot complain that there is dirty water. We are taking bath. So when renovation is taking place, we can't complain that it is not looking so presentable, but it's looking not bad.
So we passed Vishaka's office and we passed Tyagi Maharaj's office.
Let's go on the roof. Oh, how to go on the roof?
Turn on the right here, next door on the right. Here. Yes.
No, this is this room. Shall we go through bathroom?
Yes, this is going to the roof. Now you turn right. Okay. You see, I'm taking you around the mat, taking you around the mat. And then,
yes, this is also very nice, very mystical roof.
And this roof, we have slept hundreds of times on this roof. Yes, with a mosquito net, we'd have the washing lines are there, or were there, and then we'd tie the mosquito nets to the washing lines. And now the rainy season has come, which is a good sign. It should be there. The second week of June, the middle of June, is when the rainy season should come. So it's a good sign. The rains are coming. And but in the clear time, then every night you can see the satellites. If you don't believe in satellites, then you can actually go there and see the satellites. And it's quite surprising what you see, because you see the satellites are different from the stars, etc., because they're moving, and they're moving substantially. So you can watch the satellites as they cross one after another. And this tree, the tree behind here, in certain season, in the night, it's got the fireflies. And I don't know how it is, but fireflies, for some time, they're all blinking in the night, so it's dark. But these fireflies, they're all making little bits of light. But then they start to all blink together. So it looks like the tree has like Christmas lights or something.
A Christmas tree.
Twinkling together. It's really quite surprising. Nature is wonderful. Jai.
Show us the Kunda, Prabhu.
There's an apology for a washing line. But these loops, we put the bamboo into those loops, and then from the bamboo, here's some bamboo in the loops. Okay, there you go.
Original, Maharaj.
Original. Paramanand will buy it and sell it as an antique. And here's Govinda Kund. Yeah, the trees are growing. Yes, see.
Very tall.
And there's the Seva Ashram by Govinda Kund, just visible on the left. And the main entrance, which is the nearby entrance, that's actually the main entrance to Govinda Kund, which is opposite what this is, the gateway, the main entrance to the Chaitanya Sāraswat Maṭh. And the deities can see all the way through this gate, and to Giriraj.
And the entrance is not original, Maharaj, by the way. It's actually, these old walls have been broken recently, and because the government wanted to extend the road. So you can see this old road and extra meter of the land is taken.
Okay.
And the government paid for the new wall. So this entrance is actually not original. It's a
But still,
But
it is the main entrance. But okay, I understand. And again, we can't say that it's bad. If with the road to be a little wider, not bad.
Yes. But it is very nice. They made it like same shape, and they even used parts of that, the small flowers were here. The small flowers on top they used from the original
Decoration. Yeah.
Decoration. Yes.
And can we see the Ganga from there? I mean, we can sometimes.
I can see, but I don't know if you can see on camera.
But point in the right direction, and then we can give our obeisances to the Ganga. Jai Shri Ganga Mai Ki Jai. There's a lot of green, the trees are growing up, so a little more difficult to see. But the Ganges is just behind Govindakund. There's a small village and then the Ganges. So Shri Ganga Mai Ki Jai. And remembrance of the Ganga is also most auspicious. And I saw a broken down plastic water tank there. I also think plastic, it is not lasting. You see? Not lasting. In the sun, then what happens to this plastic? Where do you throw it? Where do you burn it? All right, Prabhu, at least myself, I'm going to have to take your leave, and we're very surprise visit to come to the very basics of our devotional life, which is Śrī Chaitanya Sāraswat Maṭh, the foundation of our spiritual understanding, spiritual living current coming through our divine masters, and Navadip Dham, where every speck of sand, every speck of soil there can give Krishna consciousness generously. This is Navadip. We give our obeisances, and we appreciate that we've had this opportunity to visit today. Hare Krishna. Dear devotees, Jai Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rokho Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Rupanuga Guru Vaga Ki Jai. And Jai there, Śrī Chaitanya Sāraswat Maṭh, so dignified and noble a place on this planet Earth. Śrī Chaitanya Sāraswat Maṭh Ki Jai. And Jai Shri Navadip Dham Ki Jai. Shri Koladip Dham Ki Jai. Jai Srila Guru Maharaj Samadhi Mandir Ki Jai. Srila Gurudev Samadhi Mandir Ki Jai. Shri Govardhan Gupta Govardhan Ki Jai, Jai Shri Govinda Kund Ki Jai, Giriraj in Govinda Kund Ki Jai. And we didn't point out, but I don't know if we can see from there because of the trees, but Sadashiva Gangadhar Ju Ki Jai. He's just behind the trees. Just get a glimpse there in the back left corner. Yes, there we are. We can see the temple of Sadashiva there. Shri Sadashiva Ki Jai and Shri Ganga Mai Ki Jai. And Jai, of course, Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Shri Purushottam Dham Ki Jai. Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Shri A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. And all the present day, Śrī Chaitanya Sāraswat Acharya Bhavan Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. And all the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanandi Hari.
Jai Shri Mahananda Bhakti Ranjan Office Ki Jai. And also the eternal resident of that office, Mahananda Bhakti Ranjan.
Well, Chaitanya Sāraswat Maṭh is the home of our heart, but not only my heart, it's the home of the heart of countless devotees. And we are
maybe so, Maharaj, but through your heart we can actually feel something.
But we are
if
very
you wouldn't
fortunate.
take us on this parikrama today, I mean, Ame Sindhu, you're just using him as a tool, but you're infusing us with the essence of what Śrī Chaitanya Sāraswat Maṭh is, especially for those who never traveled there, never been there. So it is really coming through you. Otherwise, if they go there, then what they will see, cement buildings, no doubt worshipable, deities worshipable, samadhis worshipable, but true understanding will not come unless
Hare
it's
Krishna.
Vaishnava like you.
Hare Krishna.
So you just
Krishna,
tolerate that.
Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Well, I think Amiya Sindhu knew everywhere, except I only transmitted one piece of information, how to get to the roof.
Srila Bhaktiranjan Madhusudan Maharaj ki jai.
Devotees. I kind of neglected you one by one a little bit because I had the main picture on the screen and we were traveling in the dark. But we're happy to be with you and to be with you and show you something of our home. And really, it's mystic that we're able to visit there like now at this time and breathe the air, feel the environment and be there in the Chaitanya Sāraswat Maṭh of Guru Maharaj and Gurudev. And we give honor to all the Vaishnavas everywhere. And may the Lord knows what the plan is, but may the future also have a very bright future for our central mat as well as for all the devotees around the world. We are all spiritually connected. And this is also a stress of Gurudev. Spiritually affiliated to Chaitanya Sāraswat Maṭh. And Praneshri's put a message, BBBC 229. Oh my goodness, Śrī Chaitanya Sāraswat Maṭh.
229.
He's talking Bilgu in Italy, very happily described our divine Mula Math as our dear Amiya Sindhu gave us a tour. Well, you can revisit that because that's now recorded in the ether in a way that we can receive it. It's recorded in the ether. To all of you, to Paramananda Prabhu, the Bhagavan Prabhu joined us also, Bhagavan Prabhu, our senior devotee section, Praneshwari Devi Dasi, to all of you present.
Ekadashi Devi Dasi.
Ekadashi Devi Dasi. And all on Facebook, Jagamohini Didi, to all of you who are there. And we are very happily in your association visiting the temple today. Panchakalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo
Namaha.
Dandavat. Wishing you wonderful days, hours, minutes, moments continuously until we meet again soon. Hare Krishna.
Very happy today, Maharaj. Thank you so
Govinda,
much.
Govinda. Hare Krishna. Thank you. And Amiya Sindhu Prabhu, a special call to Amiya Sindhu for the surprise happy day in Navadip. Now go and take breakfast. They probably finished serving breakfast by now. Maybe you can get some Vaishnava prasadam, some remnants from the devotees. Hare Krishna.
Jai Hare Krishna. Thank you, Maharaj.